In fact, I know I have used the term myself for explanation purposes, for priority purposes, to assist those in the procrastination phase move into the streams of light, to assist those ready to move into the transformational streams that are currently now available to us all. But the truth is, we have in fact been preparing our entire life, and if we move to an even higher awareness, from a soul perspective, then our idea of a lifetime is seen as a cyclic pattern of loops, one entire movement, and from here we can see the preparation has been coming through for a much longer period of time. As the sun joined Spica yesterday in the early hours, the activity pouring through whilst in dream state was off the charts as far as the clearing that was made available, enabling us to pass through the streams of energy that Spica is. It was no longer possible to hold the stories of old, the memories, because these pockets of experience became what was, built upon stories of lack. All had to be erased and a new baseline frequency fully enabled. Some would call it a clean slate, and it feels. This is where it's hard to explain. Whilst it is unknown, it is very familiar, and whilst once upon a time we would have to learn how to be again, the knowing of how this new energy is to form in the physical is completely ready to begin. Heart, mind and soul in full communication, and the course is set. Today the sun moves over Arcturus, a second step, a physical return. All will transpire as required. This past year we have become aware of something I call the no bank, the section of brain that always knows but never is. It hoards information, especially when it comes to how we should be, but never actually makes the moves. We all do this. It's part of being human, but it's also part of the process of our transformation. The point of me explaining this here is because we get stuck here. A reflection to show us where we are not in our heart, where we get stuck in the minds, and from here. This point of realization is when we can begin to shift these credits of I know into experiences of I am, we are. Technically the two are one of the same. The moment we align with the I am, we move straight into spaces of unity, consciousness and wholeness, releasing the me phase and aligning to the we space. No one gets this any tougher than another. Everyone's experience is a reflection of their deep fears and attachment, which ultimately shows their light power. Whilst unconscious, we use the light power to our detriment, programmed to self-destruct rapidly in order to restart the birth-death cycles. However, once this has been cleared, we use light to benefit all. We understand how this all works, and we create the most awe-filled experiences aligned to the patterns of New Earth. The no bank is now in crisis. It's abundant in noise, loops and distortions, and the physical body will malfunction under the pressure. The cure: take your gems from the no bank and move them into the sacred stores of your heart. Much of what we are being called to do is to support the physical in ways that feel alien to those still attached to their realities. That which was / is projected by ego, fails, becomes complicated and hard work. That which is projected by light becomes easy, fluid, and is shown to make huge quantum leaps in the physical reality. So ask yourself, during these energies, are you floating like a butterfly or stinging like a self-harming wasp? What is the subconscious driver saying to you? Is it filling you with dread, annoyances? Is there a desperation rising? Are you finding yourself saying, I've got to do this, or else? Are you experiencing where you lack, loudly? The no bank is overflowing and you aren't listening to the alarms going off, and the process from here, to transform into the floaty butterfly, is so simple, more so during intense energies, because the extra light supports the transformation. The pain and suffering is only the experience of self-separation, and once you make the choice to be more, to value self more, to give self the time and begin learning how to read realities and the language of the body, then the butterfly emerges, and when we make this transformation, we are able to flutter effortlessly in the light winds, touching, pollinating as we move, leaving little gems as we go. The days of allowing moods to pass have gone. The days of waiting, or rather waiting, have proven to be self-sacrificing. It's not about them. It's not about allowing anything or anyone from the reality to assist in making decisions before you choose. We now know the entire reality is built upon our current true behavior shows all frequency. Therefore nothing is static or stable. All is a creation of you, to see you, for you, to shift you. We know this now, and so the days of accepting or saying things like, this too shall pass, must be erased, want change, be it anything other than this, is defunct. Our physical world stage is currently getting louder and louder, and I urge you to pay attention and not avoid the media like many spiritual teachers advise. No, instead view it from the very highest perspective, and if it induces fear, if it triggers the unempowered empath within, use those symbolic signs of your reactions to realize there is work to be done. that there are clearings to be completed to begin dissolving those diseased tones that are held within the cellular memory, ultimately responsible for creating the reality we exist in collectively. Use mirrors wisely, they are gifts. Learn gratitude, learn about respect and responsibility, and then experience the amazingness of renewal and uniting as one. Don't avoid what we have created. That's ignorance. Instead, we observe, and from this space we see how individually we can grow from this, learn from this, and unite over this. When we pay attention and read/see/hear of perceived injustice, we can do something extra, give more love, share random acts of kindness, just add that little bit more light into our field and counterbalance the movements, and by doing so we underpin the energy. We create within the cycle a sudden shift of higher, more expanded energy, to set an example and anchor in templates, showing the opportunities open to us all. We lead by example, in alignment, thoughts, feelings, and actions as one, creating a field jammed pack in integrity. So as we move through this portal opened by Spica, we experience so much falling away. A huge decayed section of the old grid can dissolve, if you choose to stop trying to patch it up, a futile task now and seen so easily in the light of day. Allowing the space for the old to dissolve opens up the gates of release, and the physical body follows suit. Digestive systems, night sweats and/or mucus release is most common. It's a quick-fire way of getting the old codes out. Remember, fluid/water has a gigantic capacity to hold data, so when it comes to rapid a data dump, we can shift a lot through bodily fluids. And even through these experiences we have much to learn about ourselves, as how we react to the experience again shows where there is separation from the light. Do you become low, fed up, talking about sickness? Or do you self-love, mentally aligning the cycle, release to the wisdom that came through that enabled you to make the changes, and now you are love-filled for every sneeze, every toilet dash, knowing the old is leaving? Are you supporting the physical fully, allowing the rest without a racing mind? Are you fully in acceptance without the push to do, thinking what you should be doing? Are you listening to the body and acting immediately once it speaks? Simple choices, subtle observations, and quick response is so aligning, blissful, and expanding. We can all be more on the light side, and now is the time to make those steps. Sending you all much love. I may have some time on my hands to share more before I get super busy with the website again, so if all aligns I will get a video out to share and we can go deeper. I have been updating the space as and when I can. However, if you are missing the daily navigations and the many gems and keys I share, Mike Quincy's higher self, forces of light speed up actions more than once. Recently the light has been in a position to take control over the dark ones, only to be confronted with threats of carrying out atrocities on such a scale that thousands of lives could have been lost. But in conceding to them, it has not stopped the plan that is still taking shape to weaken their power base. Furthermore, the arrests of Dark Forces members continues at a fast pace, and there will be no let-up until their web of negativity is destroyed to allow peace to descend upon Earth. The COVID-19 lockdown has created an opportunity for the forces of light to speed up actions being taken, with record results in apprehending Dark Forces members. Be assured that the light continues to be the dominant force and is winning the battle for the freedom of the people of Earth. Dear ones, you are on the road to success, as the plans of the Dark Ones to achieve their objective have failed. In consequence, the trillions of dollars spent on making a virus to spread their evil intent to kill millions of people has failed. It is why the virus does not have the potency intended or the ultimate aim for total control of the world's population. There is of course a cost to be paid, but it is minuscule compared to what it might have been. Your experiences have made you strong, and many are ready to take their place in the higher vibrations. It gives them the experience needed to help other souls on their journey, so that those who feel ready to advance to the higher dimensions are given every opportunity to do so. However, no one is left behind without help, and those who are still awakening to the truth are being led to give them the experience they need to rise up. All souls on Earth at this time have been selected for the benefits that the experience will give them. It will speed up their evolution and avoid the necessity for many more lives on Earth. We know how tough it is to experience the negativity that comes with duality, but it is a quick way to face the challenges that will propel you forward. It is an opportunity too good to miss, and we will do our best to help you successfully get through it. Few souls realize how much outside help is given to you on Earth, meaning that you are given as much help that you need to ascend. Those who cannot make it this time around will get another chance, with the greater possibility that they will make it with our help. After all, providing you learn from your experiences, there is absolutely no reason why you should not be successful. You have successfully come through the last solar cycle, which is why this period is one of opportunity to carry on going forwards. It is also why it has attracted so much attention, as it is such a special occasion resulting in ascension on a mass level. Clearly not every soul is ready for it, and the experience at this time is bound to help you expand your level of consciousness. It is the key to your continued evolution and the opportunity to become a galactic being. It is your destiny and something to greatly look forward to that will leave the negative energies behind, never again to interfere with your evolution such as they have done previously. Please remember to focus upon all that is positive, so as to avoid giving power to the dark ones by becoming involved with negative energies that they thrive upon. Can you not see that all of their actions are calculated to cause negativity that feeds their needs? So keep calm in all circumstances and do not be drawn into arguments or disputes that might cause you to lose control of your feelings. We know it is hard if you have been used to letting loose when goaded or pressurized by being taunted and abused. You can do it, and it may take practice, so do not give up if at first you do not succeed. The Dark Ones gambled on COVID-19 as a last major attempt to control the world population, but have failed due to man's progress by becoming more of light beings. It enabled and allowed the higher forces to intervene on your behalf, thus reducing its effects that were intended to wipe out millions of you. They will never get another opportunity of that magnitude and now face a humiliating defeat. The net is drawing closer to their minions, who have no way of escaping justice for their crimes against humanity. Be assured that their dreams of world control lie in tatters, and there is no chance whatsoever of them being able to avoid justice. Many souls still have one foot in the past, and we say the sooner you forget it, the quicker the new age will come about. All of the good things you have been promised are on the horizon, and you have much to look forward to that will greatly lift your quality of life. At such times, many highly evolved souls enter your world with the task of raising your quality of life to levels that you have yet to experience. The drudgery and demands upon you in the lower vibrations are slowly being changed so that you are prepared for greater things that will give you enormous satisfaction and joy. Realize that the light always wins in the end, and all souls are all the greater for it. It is a way of preparing you for your future by raising your vibrations. It cannot be fairer, as only those who have qualified can lift up through their success in achieving a higher level. After a period of apparent stagnation, you will find that matters will advance very quickly, and many that have been held back will be released. You have much lost time to make up, and changes will come so quickly you will hardly have time to take it all in. Life will change in such a way that a whole new vista will open up before you, enabling you to expand your consciousness so that you are literally a new person. You have been but a mere shadow of your true self that took on the challenge to experience the lower vibrations, yet so many have come through that they can leave the old ways behind forever. We say well done, and you deserve every reward that comes your way. The most exciting times are coming when you shall meet souls from your background who have known you for eons of time, and celebrations will be in order. Old friendships will be renewed, and your galactic family will be present. It is all coming, so forget the unpleasant times and difficulties of the past and leave them there. Start thinking of how it will be in the future, and it should bring you much joy and happiness. Keep your spirits high and leave those who dwell in darkness to a life of their own making. I leave you with love and blessings, and may the light brighten your days and path to completion. This message comes through my higher self, my God self, and every soul has the same connection to God. In love and light.